Hello, welcome to Mercy TV Live, your medical cannabis call-in show. Greetings, my name is Perry, and along with Sunny, we'll be hosting this segment of MTV Live. Hey Sunny, we've got a bunch of things to talk about tonight. I mean, what do we want to start off with here?
Well, the first thing is the PTSD. Everybody knows how long we've been talking about it, how long we've been saying, we need some help, we need to get some people. And yesterday it happened. We had some people there. There was some people testifying. There was some very great testimony given. Of course, only those that have PTSD would understand what I'm talking about, because like the guys were saying, you know what, there's so many people of my friends that have PTSD that didn't even show up, but I'm here. So everybody had 10 or 15 people. There was hundreds and hundreds of people, and the points got across, and that's what we needed to do. And we still need to let everybody know, you know what, if you've got it and you need some help and you need to get to the doctor and you need the gardens and the medicine and all that, come by the Mercy Center. All of those guys are down there helping already. That's what they wanted me to make sure everybody knew, not to be worried about coming down and having that anxiety about it.
Also, people there testifying were friends and family, loved ones who were speaking for these folks who had suffered through, in some cases, weren't able to come testify because they'd been injured or even deceased due to their condition. So it was a stirring thing, and as Sonny mentioned, pretty much all the particularly soldiers testifying commented that they represented a number of their comrades who were unable, due to their condition, to come forth and speak. And so it was a big thing for those folks, and that we were able to get a number of PTSD victims, both those who've gone through war, those who've suffered through violence, domestic violence, traumas of numerous kinds.
Right.
So it was very important that the Committee on Health and Human Services, which is currently looking at this bill, Senate Bill 281, hear this, hear all these things. There's so many points that, it's hard to list them all here. In fact, we encourage folks to go to our website and check out all the details that are there. There's still a chance to let the committee know about your experience with PTSD, and especially how cannabis is safe, effective medicine. That was one thing that folks kept testifying to.
Well, and we have so much going on. Like everybody says, hey, I was able to get this off of my chest and actually talk to somebody that it made a difference to. And how important was that? Well, to the person, it was very important. And it's like the real thing is the hospital. Today, we have this show going on, and the hospital people are going, well, just what does that mean to me? Well, we're talking about PTSD, and we're talking about the veterans and all those guys, but let's talk about the hospital, because there's people at the hospital watching the show, and they're going, well, how does cannabis help me? It can help you in so many ways.
Well, Sonny was talking earlier, the folks understanding the PTSD, not just the folks going through it, not just their friends and family and all, but emergency room people that have had to deal with the folks, either getting the PTSD or having episodes, recurring episodes and all. They witnessed this trauma. They witnessed people suffering and sometimes dying on a regular basis, and it turns, it has an effect on folks there. So it was good to have them too come and testify. We had doctors call in and testify from around the nation, and it was a good thing, and we hope that the information gets to all the points it needs to. But one thing needs to happen is that everybody out there needs to contact their legislators, because at some point this is going to go to the floor for a vote. It's going to go through all these committees, hopefully, and go to the floor for a vote. And that's when we need the information you've been educating your legislators to come into play. We need them to vote yes on this thing, to pass it through. And not only that, but to have it take effect immediately. You know, we wanted to state that there's an emergency here, and that these people need, and which there is. I mean, that's a true statement. These people need relief now. You know, they need freedom from fear.
Well, and that's it. This is what we have. By doing all these steps that we're doing, it allows others to have some freedom to get all these things off their chest and let people know that they are using this medicine. It is effective and it's doing good for them. A lot of people are only using the pills and they're having very bad side effects. And those side effects are causing very bad effects. And because of that, today we're here on the TV show talking about how good things are happening for people. And this is where the hospital comes back into play again, because the people in the hospital are at the end of their rope. Well, you know what? They've taken so many drugs. They've lived so many side effects. Today, all they want to know is they can use some medicine that they ain't going to have side effects that want to make them have such bad, terrible thoughts and all the things they go through in their body, because nobody talks about what your body goes through with that. If you can use some cannabis and you can eat it and rub it on your joints, just rubbing the oils on your joints and on your legs or neck or wherever you hurt and get relief, and then maybe eat some of the butter on toast or have a pancake and actually want to have some food and then get some nourishment where you have some energy and then you sleep, all of a sudden all these things that's been going wrong with you for so long are stopping because you're actually getting some sleep, you're getting some food, and all of those things help your body heal itself. And these are things nobody's talking about, and we're literally knocking it down one at a time, and today it's the PTSD, but there's still a lot of people out there that are going through hell in their hospital rooms saying, you know, I wish something would help me. Well, these are the things they need to talk to doctors about, and if you haven't, please do. We need to let everybody know about this information, and it's all real. It's not fake. The marijuana reefer madness is over. Everybody needs to let that go. And what we got going on today is some very good information that only has to do with helping others in our community, in our society, our brothers and sisters. It's that easy. You know what? If you are hurting and you are sick, maybe somebody should talk to you about cannabis. You know, Perry has a lot done on the websites for conditions, for states all over the world. What do you want to know? I mean, you can find all of it out. The main thing is this: you have a chance to change your life today. And that's what it is. We are empowering. Yesterday, it was all the soldiers that were there, all the veterans from all the wars that have been through everything that we heard, all of it, right up to today. Before we left the office today to come here, and had one of them telling us what a relief we've done for him. If not for that, wow, how big is that? Well, the guy was just saying nobody's ever done that for him, and this allowed all of that to happen for him. Wow, that's big. That's big that one person was able to find freedom in the fact that somebody listened to what he had to say about his PTSD. And that's, man, everybody that's watching tonight that's on the show that hears, they know, wow, man, if somebody would listen to me, that's what it's about, you know, giving them that opportunity. Now today, like Perry was saying, we still have more conversations to have with our legislators, and you know what? If you want to, come by. We'll talk to you, we'll help you, we'll get everything. I mean, that's what we do. Everybody's there to help others.
Just another day at the office down at the Mercy Center, a nonprofit organization dedicated to medical cannabis, or marijuana as it's sometimes referred to, here in Oregon, across America, and around the world. On this issue, we do outreach, help desking, and networking on resources to get your card now, to find medicine in the short term, to find a grower or to get growing yourself in the long term, best forms on medicating, and resources to these things that the medical cannabis community needs to go through, as well as changes if you need to make a change, particularly with changing your grower because it costs folks now. Of course, that gets back to matching people up with a grower properly when they get their card. In some cases. Yes, sir.
We have a phone call for you.
Excellent. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I was calling about PTSD.
Yes, we just had a hearing on it, on the bill. It's Senate Bill 281, and the hearing went very well. But we still need folks to contact their legislators and get them primed to vote on it should it make the floor.
Cool. And what do the people need to do?
Well, we want to watchdog it as much as possible. You can go to our website, mercycenters.org, and keep abreast of the status of the bill and when to contact folks and who to contact and how to contact them.
Cool. I can do that.
Yes, all at the mercycenters.org. And if you have trouble looking up the information, you can also give us a call at the office, 503 363 4588.
Alrighty, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Be sure to contact your legislator.
Alrighty, thanks.
Spread the word. That's what we need. We really need folks out there to talk it up and let folks know what's happening and that they, follow it on the committees. We think this committee is going to be recommend a do pass for it, and so we'll go to judicial. Hopefully we can get out of judicial with no time and get it out to the Senate floor where we can get, that's where you get your senator to vote on it, send it to the House, and then get your representative to vote on it and pass it on through. And pass it with a implement immediately recommendation and not wait for the end of the session or some time,
It's this. Everybody has a lot of fears about all of it, and all we're trying to do is have a quality of life. Cannabis is allowing all of us to have that quality of life, and we know it. We're being held back from it, and when we are able to show others that cannabis will really help them, it's a life-changing experience, and that's from the people that are in the hospital tonight watching this show to the people that already know, and the people that have PTSD and who have heard about it but been scared to try it because of all the reasons why they can't try it. It's wrong. It helps so much. So many people are doing so good. The person that came by tonight told us it's changed his whole life. He wouldn't be where he's at today if not for it. Well, when he says that, I think of all the bad information we've got about the suicide rates with the veterans, and I hate that. Mm-hmm. I hate it because nobody talks about it, and that's what's going on. Well, if we had more cannabis and stuff going on, there wouldn't be that rate going on.
Oh, it's terrible.
And that's
we heard that there was suiciding at the rate of like 22 a day. There's 1.6 million Iraq war both 1 and 2, I guess, veterans with PTSD. That's not including the number of Afghan veterans. That's not including the number of Vietnam veterans. Korea, World War II, still managed to survive this long. And other victims of PTSD, the PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder, such as victims of domestic violence, robbery victims, assault, plus those who've had to deal with the incidents themselves, emergency responders, care workers, counselors for those suffering through the PTSD, trying to get back to civilian life. And the things that they're almost forced to take are often worse than the disease itself. They're rot them from the inside when they're not causing psychotic episodes themselves. So we really need to, by law, allow veterans, police, firefighters, and other American citizens access to this safe and effective medicine for their PTSD.
That is what it's going to take, bro. And what we got going on today is this opportunity for others to say, you know what? I have a chance to finally get some freedom. Somebody's going to listen to me. Somebody's going to help me. And that's what we got going on at the Mercy Center. People have so many fears for all the reasons. We all know it. We all are living it, having a part of it, dealing with it. But like the gentleman told me tonight, you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have been able to get up there yesterday. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here tonight. So, you know, this is very big, very big, very big. Why? Because people are using cannabis and allowing themselves to get away from all of those fears that they've had, that they've lived with, that they've dealt with. And you know what? It wasn't necessary. They could have been using cannabis all along, and all of the things that they were enjoying, the quality of life. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And that's my point, the quality of life.
Exactly. Folks,
Everybody's
every time
got-
again there. You know, time and time again, it's this whole cycle of, you know, your existence. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't get through the day without having issues of one form or another. And cannabis hits those points there without causing these terrible side effects. You know.
Well, and people that we're talking to about this right now go, yeah, that's talking to me. Some of the other people are going, I don't even know what he's saying, because, well, I'm sorry, what we're saying is there's a lot of people out there that are suffering. They're suffering needlessly. They're suffering because nobody will talk to them about cannabis or cannabis use, whether it's eating it, smoking it, rubbing it on, vaporizing it, and all the different foods you can have, you know, and everybody that is learning about it is going, this is the biggest thing that I've ever found out about, and who do I talk to?
Right. You know, for all the grief, for all the expense, this campaign to get PTSD is going to cost us both personally and as an organization. It's worth it because it's going to give us the opportunity to educate folks on cannabis as medicine, the vast array of conditions, symptoms, treatments, just plain medical conditions that cannabis is effective for. Safe medicine, you know, gives us a real chance to attack all these demons like the reefer madness that folks who smoke are gonna, you know, act up, misbehave and stuff, you know, and they're so we definitely can't give that to these PTSD guys. I'll just make them worse. You know, that's a myth. You know, we got a chance to deal with that. In that aspect, there we're may possibly hear from the prohibitionists during this campaign to add PTSD to the OMMP that, oh, we don't want to expand the program, which is ridiculous. What, there's a limited number of people that it's allowed to be well, you know? Oh, no, that's right. It gets back to that reefer madness thing that it's dangerous and we got to watch the people on it, you know? And
The main thing, though, is we want people to feel like they have a place that they can go to today. Today it's the Mercy Center. You can come by, you can talk to any of the people down there. They're all card holders. They all know what's going on. Do you need some help with a doctor? Do you need to get a doctor? Do you need help with your records? Do you need help with a garden? Do you just need some information? That's what we got going on, and you know, that's priceless. All of these people that are coming through and talking to us are telling us, you guys, what do you need? Are you a patient? Would you like to be a patient? Come on down, give us a call. We're there Monday through Friday, 12 to 6, or you can get a hold of us on the website at
www.mercycenters.org. If you don't find what you're looking for right away, please feel free to send us an email and we'll send you a link directly to the information, whether it's on our site or not. And be sure to spread the word on our website if you find something there of value. It's helping folks to get their card, again, not just here in Oregon, but across America and around the world. But it's due to you folks helping us out with our website, giving us feedback and help keeping it up, maintained and up to snuff there. Contributing information on conditions, what cannabis works, how it works, most of all, how best to apply it. This is how we find out about oils, teas, tinctures, and different methods for medicating, which often is critical in helping folks get their card. They say that their doc is not going to, doesn't want to recommend, doesn't want to prescribe smoked medicine for them, and they don't have to smoke.
Well, and that's just it. Everybody feels that, well, I've already heard this and I've already heard that. The thing is this, you can come down, talk to some patients that have used the medicine in all the ways that it can be used and that are doing it right now at this time using the medicine. And these are things that for you, somebody that's all they've got is a bunch of lies, is so beautiful, because up until now, everybody's had all these reefer madness lies to listen to, and all of your judgments have been made on them. Well, now we got PTSD, one of the biggest problems, blah blah blah, in our society, because I heard whatever the numbers were, they were ridiculous. And if all those people could be helped by using cannabis, what would that be? I mean, it's so phenomenal that that many people could be used, that could use cannabis, be helped, and have a better impact on society. Because if they're feeling better and they're doing better, that only means that you're going to be, if you're better, I'm going to be better. And if I'm better, he's going to be better. I mean, it's very simple.
And it was another thing was this whole ripple effect. We talk about the quality of life. It's not just these victims of PTSD, particularly the veterans, having reduced incidences of PTSD, but they're also having to reduce all their other medications correspondingly, and any substance abuse that they're going through. They're often picking up alcoholism, other things, and this cannabis allows them to cut off all those bad things, those bad habits, even, which is so unhealthy for these folks in these. And it's not, and those things interfere with their sleep pattern. They then can't hold on to and maintain jobs, personal relationships, because they're turning to these substance abuse and behaviors, in addition to the narcotics, in addition to the VAs not helping them and stuff. Sonny talked to earlier about the fear and everything. It's like $1 billion stigma. It's a lot of propaganda about the marijuana, and it's almost the same thing with PTSD. Only recently, is the U.S. military admitted to it. Before it was tough it out. You're just the General Patton School of nursing here. Just give them a good slap and send them out to the battlefield. And that's, as we know today, not the best thing, particularly if you give a darn about them. If you want to recover that human being back, make them so they're at least useful to themselves, if not, to the rest of the country. Don't just take this, what seems to you a quick and easy course, and go through the long haul of actually finding a cure for these folks, a cure that works. And I think when you do that, you'll find that cannabis, aka marijuana, is a safe, effective medicine for post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. And folks should contact our legislators and make sure that they vote yes on Senate Bill 281 each and every chance they get.
Well, and you know what? It's more than that. You want to tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to tell their friends and family. You guys, it's too easy. We are a force to be reckoned with. Everybody sits around and goes, well, no, really, I'm not, because I just smoke a little cannabis and I don't tell nobody. And well, no, man, there is so many. There is so many that are all like that, that are starting to come out and say, you know what? I've got to do this. I've got to do this because I've got too much to lose if I don't. It really is helping me. It really does make my quality of life better, things at home better. And with all these things being better, I really have to do this. So, this is what we're talking about, trying to allow peoples that have the freedom to use the freedom. Just don't let it be a fear that you're so fearful that you can't do nothing. Because that's where we're at. We don't have to be that fear. I mean, a lot of people say, well, yeah, but you're not the one going to lose this. You're not. I understand all of it. And the thing is this, there are attorneys, there are everything that anybody could want, we have at the Mercy Center to help people. So what do you need? Do you need some people like that? Let us know. We'll hook you up.
Come on down. Like I said, another day at the office. We helping folks Monday through Friday, noon to 6, with all the issues on medical cannabis, both legally, socially, social services, folks in housing of some kind. You got to get your card, but you work for the state. All these issues that folks go through in getting their card. I live in an apartment. What about my kids? What about school? What about work? What about church? You know, all these things folks are concerned about, and always with this thing about fear, this stigma. It's marijuana. Don't be afraid anymore. Come on down, talk to us at the Mercy Center. If you're looking to get your card, bring your records down. We'll vet them. If they're good, we'll pass them on to our doctor, which comes into town once a month. If that doesn't work for you, we'll give you a list of all the clinics happening both in Salem and across around the state here. Because our thing is to help you get your card, help you get with the program, and get to that better quality of life. Our philosophy is that when everybody's healthy, well, and working, or just doing their thing, you know, without expense, fear, and other things from prohibition and stuff, everybody's boat is raised, you know, and that's how the profit comes to us, really.
Well, and it all came down to nobody let the cannabis really do the talking for what's going on. Everybody let all these conditions and everything else that's going on that don't have nothing to do with the condition, because the cannabis is really what's going on.
Right.
You know, it's helping people. It's helping people so much that we have all kinds of opportunities today because we have the information how good cannabis is. We need to tell people it really is good. Maybe you know somebody that has PTSD. Maybe you know somebody that has seizures. Maybe you know somebody that's hurting so bad they've been on every drug management, pain management, pill management there is, and they still aren't doing well. You know what? Maybe they need to try eating cookies every day, having some kind of cannabis where they can have some pain relief throughout the day, all day long, and maybe only eat a pill at night. I'm not saying everybody has to quit pills, because some people do still take pills. A lot of people have quit them though, and what a blessing that is, especially if you've been on pills for years. And only the people that have been on pills for years know about what I'm talking about. And you know, it's up to you, and that's what we're talking about. The options that cannabis allows people to have without having the fear, and being able to have a quality of life at the same time, because somebody is allowing you to eat a cookie. Somebody gonna let you eat a pancake? Come on, that don't make no sense, you guys. You can eat a pancake and not eat so many pills and get some sleep and have some energy. Was there something wrong with that? Did I say something wrong? Well, no, but the people that are sick and dying out there that have never heard this before are going, he must be high. Well, no, I'm not. I have good information, and we need to share it with others so they have an understanding of truly reefer madness is just that, reefer madness, and don't believe any of it, and know that with cannabis you can get such a quality of life with all of the things that are going on in our world, by getting old and having arthritis and having all these things go wrong with our body.
The spasms, the seizures, the nausea, cachexia, wasting away, the pain, you know, agitation due to Alzheimer's is also on the list currently. So PTSD should be for sure. Contact your legislators and make it so. Visit mercycenters.org to find out how, and spread the word. Sonny, it looks like that's all the time we have right now.
Well, hey, Perry, thanks a lot. And you know, everybody out there, go and talk to somebody that you know has PTSD, because give them the freedom. That's what you're going to do, is give them the freedom.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.